day?
Oh, it was quite busy. Just
Yeah,
what
me too. I was
I can
up
imagine.
at 7 o'clock this morning. We're just
Okay.
waiting to go ahead to hear when we're live.
I think we should.
We're up to a minute something. Yeah.
I just got a text that it's not live.
So should Jack and I just start? I'm getting hungry, Jack. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I am too. I'm really excited to cook some grilled cheese. I don't think the link is working anymore on YouTube.
No, there's nothing coming through. Okay. We're live.
All right.
Salami. Jack, good
There
to
we
see
go.
you.
It's good to see you too, Mr. Henry.
How was the president of the student council today?
I am quite all right. Pretty hungry with right now seeing all this.
I think people watching this right now, there's quite a long delay. So that
Yeah.
first minute of us just juggling on is going to still be in the feed. So we'll get cracking because we don't have that much time. What are you going to cook up today?
So just basic grilled cheese with ham. I have some sourdough bread, mayonnaise, mustard. I have butter, and obviously the cheese for the grilled cheese. So I'm ready, Mr. Henry. Are you ready?
I'm ready. So I've got a few options. We'll start with the vegetarian one. Well, is it veg? With the cheese? So I've got some red Leicester cheese, some grilled mushrooms, and some caramelized onions.
Ooh, that sounds really good.
Second one, we're going with salami, cheddar, an Aussie cheddar, caramelized onions, and to throw it in, got some green pesto to put on there as well. So it's a pizza-based grilled cheese. And then I've got one more just to throw it in there and mix it up. I've never made this before.
Wow.
But I had something similar to this when I was in the Netherlands. I have some crushed walnuts, some brie, similar to camembert, if you know camembert cheese. And to top that off, a little bit of honey.
Ooh. See, I'm not a professional chef, but I don't know about you, Mr. Henry, but a lot of Americans eat their grilled cheese with soup. So alongside my grilled cheese, I pre-made some tomato soup earlier.
So nice one. So how did you make tomato soup?
So just basic tomatoes, onions, and that's about it. Tomatoes, onions, water, and salt.
Nice. But you got tomatoes, not tomatoes.
Yeah, no, tomato, same thing.
So, how's things for you right now in lockdown?
For me, you know, I'm missing the random interactions with my classmates.
Yeah.
I was listening to a podcast earlier about just about how to make working at home more fun, and they brought up the fact that usually we have a lot of fun at work having these random interactions with classmates or coworkers, and I do miss that because you don't really get to contact your friends as much. You kind of have to plan it out.
And even when you do connect, you're missing the a lot of the communication we have as human beings is non-verbal. I was reading something the other day saying that in meetings in particular, nearly 50% of the communication is non-verbal. So our brains are looking for that right now when we're online like this. We're looking for the non-verbal cues and we're not getting them. And that's part of the reason why you feel so tired at the end of the day.
Yeah, I understand that because you feel more connected with people when you see them in person. So
yeah, for sure, no doubt. So that's my first one. I don't know if you can see that. That's the. Is that close enough for you? Grilled mushrooms, sliced onions, and red Leicester cheese. Oh, I forgot my pesto. The other one.
So I basically just took my sourdough and put one side with butter, just spread butter on there, and now I'm gonna add the cheese and the ham on top of that. Let it sit on that side for a little bit.
I like the way you do it in the pan. I have a panini maker.
Oh.
This was given to me by my wife a few years back. And can you see that there? Get that in the shop. And it's the
that's nice.
Use it all the time. So this one, I'm throwing some pesto on the bottom. And I'll put on my cheddar.
That sounds really good.
What's your favorite cheese, by the way, Shane?
I don't have a favorite cheese. I'm gonna go with mozzarella because I was born in Italy. So we always. Yes, sir.
Wow.
I was born in Naples.
Wow, that's very cool. Why was that? Were your parents living there at the time?
So my parents are in the U.S. military, or my dad is now retired U.S. Navy, and he was stationed in Italy, and I just so happened to be born there. So it's a funny story telling everyone that I'm born in Italy. Because no one would ever expect me to be born in Italy.
So, Shaq, we've got a question from Akira that's just come in. And what type of cheeses are we using? So,
I'm going with a generic American cheese.
So when you say an American cheese, what is it? A cheddar, or you don't know?
Pretty much just cheddar cheese.
Okay. So I've got 3 cheeses. I've got on this one red Leicester, which is from the UK. On this one, which I've just finished, this is the one with the salami and the pesto and the caramelised onion. I've got an Australian cheddar cheese.
Oh, wow.
And the one I'm going to make, if you can see that there, that's the one with the brie. And if you don't know what brie is, it's like camembert, a soft cheese. So I'm going to start grilling up these 2. By the way, I did your technique, Shaq. So on the bottom, I've got some butter, and on the top.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So my method is basically put the butter on the bread, put it in the pan, and then put the cheese and the ham on top. And then the same on the other piece of bread, but I put mayo and mustard at the bottom.
Mayo as well. I'd read about that. I've never tried it.
It's really good. I suggest you do.
So what I do is I pre-butter on the bottom and the top, and then fold it, and then you construct on top of that. It's another question, I think.
All right, I finished my first grilled cheese.
So I just got a question, Shaq. Someone wanting to know where the Vegemite is.
Ooh. You know, I'm not a big fan of Vegemite. It's too salty.
Well, it's ironic because I haven't had Vegemite for quite some time, but I literally had Vegemite on toast this morning.
Oh, wow.
My wife hates it. She thinks it's salty and terrible. I was brought up on Vegemite, and guess what my 13-month-old daughter had this morning for breakfast as well?
Oh no, Vegemite.
Vegemite on toast. She will learn to love it, and she does love it.
Look at that, Mr. Henry. I finished my first grilled cheese.
Oh, that looks awesome. I love that. Oh, my mouth's watering.
So now I'm gonna add some soup to go on the side to just complement the grilled cheese.
We got another question, Jack.
Lay the questions on me.
You ready? So the question was, what do you replace the ham with? You've got ham on yours, right?
Yeah, so you can pretty much put either ham or chicken. Those slicely thin delis go well with grilled cheese. So right here I have the grilled cheese and the tomato soup.
Would you put, oh, look at that. That looks great. Fantastic.
That's how I like my grilled cheese, sir.
That is awesome. You know, we have a competition going right now, of course, for all the students. The students, I think, are pretty lucky that we're not eligible to go in the competition.
Yeah, otherwise I would win.
Well, you haven't seen mine finish up yet, so.
Oh no, Mr. Henry, I'm pretty sure I would win. I know you don't want to admit it, but you know, I'll let you have it. I'll let you have it.
Now, sorry, I missed that. What was that?
I'll let you have a little nice win today.
Well, how about this one? So we've got now the brie, chopped walnuts, and some honey drizzled over the top.
Oh, that sounds really good. Can you explain why you use those ingredients?
Well, it was my wife's suggestion, and I had not seen it before. But when I was in the Netherlands, it's one of the dishes they serve in some of the cafes there that you're having an afternoon snack, an evening when it's like till 10, 11 o'clock at night. You go out and you want a little snack. They do some toast with some brie and walnuts and honey, and it's just delicious. The combination is fantastic.
That's pretty amazing.
Okay.
So, Mr. Henry, how are you doing during this quarantine, or circuit breaker, I should say?
Yeah, good. I'll just quickly go over. We've got a question coming in. By the way, I'm booked up, and we have our producer, Mr. Holt, feeding me the questions. So someone's just asked what the ingredients are. They joined late. So very quickly, we've got the brie, camembert, and the walnuts. The brie, the walnuts, and the honey. We've got the caramelized onion, mushroom, and the red Leicester cheese, and a salami, pesto, and onion sort of pizza base going on. And Shaq's gone with classic grilled cheese.
I'm going with the classic grilled cheese.
You've got the mayo mustard with the side dish of tomato soup, which I think is super impressive. To answer your question, Shaq, what am I doing during the circuit breaker? Working a lot. There's a lot more work involved than normal because everything's so different for us, and we have to accommodate the fact that, for example, we have the grade 12's graduation ceremony next week, and we have to do all of that online. So the amount of extra work that's involved is huge. I even had to record a version of my speech today as a backup, just in case the live link doesn't work, like we had problems just earlier on this afternoon. So doing that, but I think the other thing that's been very important for me is to get out as much as possible. So every morning or afternoon, I'm trying to force myself to get out and go for a walk. Even though we have to wear the masks, it's a bit of a nuisance, but for me, that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah. And how are you coping with it, Shaq? What are you doing?
I've been trying to keep myself busy, although it does seem monotonous at times. I like to do something new every day. try to probably draw something or learn a new skill. I've been trying to learn the guitar as well as drawing, just to yeah, it's just to take the time to, because I normally during school days I would be super busy, but considering that I don't have to go out as much, uh, I have the time to work on new things and new skills, which I think is really great because I don't normally get to do that.
That's really smart. Really smart. Trying to learn something new while this is all going on.
But I
was going to say, for me, for my time in between the work, it's hanging out with my daughter and my wife, which has been great. I don't know if I told you, she started to walk just a couple of weeks ago. So being at home during this period meant I was able to see that and watching her develop.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's been great. I think mine are just about done, Shaq.
I'm on my third one now, Mr. Henry.
Yeah, I've got 3 on the go. They're ready to come out of the toast maker. I'm just wondering if we've got any more questions going through. Oh, they're already asking about next week's show, Shaq.
Oh.
We're lucky we're doing 5 minutes ahead of time, let alone next week. But what are you thinking?
For next week?
Yeah.
Ooh, next week? Maybe we should go more exotic. Next week.
You know what? My brother watched the show last week. He was a chef, I think I told you. And he suggested we do something like nasi goreng.
Oh, yeah.
You know what that is?
It. Yeah.
So in Indonesia, nasi is rice and goreng is fried. So just a classic fried rice.
Oh, I would love some fried rice. Maybe we should have a competition or maybe some kind of dish from our own cultures.
Well, you don't think grilled cheese is from your home culture?
I mean, but I'm also Filipino.
Oh, yeah, you were saying that the other. Yeah. That's a good idea. Well, I'd have to go for something from Scotland, I suppose.
What would you make from Scotland?
We've just had a request that next week one of my 2 sons comes on as a special guest cook.
Ooh, I should bring one of my sisters then, because my sister is a much better chef than I am.
So she's there with you now?
She is out. Let me check.
So for people at home, I'll come around. We've got the, this is the mushroom, caramelized onion, red Leicester. Can't wait to try that. Can you see that, Shaq, and give you a nice close-up there?
Oh, that looks amazing.
And then we've got the version of a pizza in a grilled cheese. So salami, caramelized onion, and cheddar with pesto.
Isn't that a panini?
Yeah, you're probably right. And then this one, the brie or camembert you could use as well, walnuts and honey. I can't wait to get in.
Wow, that looks amazing, Mr. Henry.
So I know one of my sons was going to be watching the broadcast, but I think the delay probably turned it off and went and watched something else. Oh, that looks great.
I have the nice golden top and bottom, and you have to get that tomato soup on the side.
Shall we dive in? Oh,
I am so ready to dive in, Mr. Henry.
I was told last week after the show that we shouldn't be eating our own food, but Shaq, in my opinion, it's too good.
I think it's way too good to not eat.
The cooking is just so good that you cannot eat it. So
We're just phenomenal chefs, sir.
tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready. Cheers, Mr. Henry.
Cheers. Here's to you and your family.
Mmm.
That is fantastic. Oh,
That's amazing.
the caramelized onion makes it. Oh, brilliant.
I think if I put caramelized onion, it would top it all off.
Well,
Oh,
Shaq,
that's
I think another week where we have to be at home, and we
Yes, sir.
maybe back on campus after that. So we'll put our hands together. We'll look at what we can cook next week. Might be our last show. Our last show from home. I think once we get back to school, we might do a last show from the school live.
Oh yeah.
We'll try and organise something. But in the meantime, everyone out there in the GEMS World Academy Singapore community, don't forget the cooking competition, grilled cheese sandwiches. You may be a bit intimidated by the quality of what Shaq produced today, but don't worry, we're not in the competition. So go for it. Try this Friday, the competition closes, and the winner is going to get, I've forgotten what it is now, but there's a prize from our friends at Victus.
I think they're vouchers for food.
This voucher. Yeah, fantastic.
So
All right, Shaq.
I had a lot of fun.
For the guests this afternoon?
Sorry?
Any final words you have for the guests this afternoon at home?
Just stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, spend time with your families, and we're always here. So I hope you have an amazing rest of your week.
Very well said.
We will see you again next week.
Very well said. And great grilled cheese sandwiches.
Thanks, you too, Mr. Thank you, everyone.